This is Call Me Didi, a podcast all about empowering you to become your best self while having a bit of fun.
Didi? What do you mean by that?
Didi, like your virtual big sister. Welcome to episode 2 of Call Me Didi. I'm your host Diva, and with me is my co-host Sanchi. Hi Sanchi, how are you today?
I'm good. It's too hot in Adelaide today. How are you?
Yeah, just bearing the heat today. We're just camping inside since yesterday, pretty much. Well, no, since I went out yesterday evening. But for the most part of this weekend, we're camping in the house and not leaving because it's so hot. But I'm good otherwise. What was your highlight of the week, Sanchi?
My highlight, I'm actually battling between the two, but if I have to choose one, it was S.A.V.E.R.S. It's like a startup conference in Adelaide for 3 days where startups and investors from all around Australia come together, and there are different sessions. It's very like educational. You get to learn a lot. Plus, you get to be outside your comfort zone and network with so many amazing people who have achieved so much. And I got to attend that conference basically for free because I was volunteering with them. So yeah, that was the highlight of my week, I would say. But then after a big week, I took a tiny little sneaky bath, which was very self-lovey. I romanticized the hell out of it because I like literally put music, and then I put my lamp in the bathroom.
No, not just a lamp. Sanchi took our living room's lamp to the bathroom for the vibes.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Treat yourself vibes, okay? And then I put my candle and everything, and I was just there chilling. Oh, I had the best time. So yeah.
Oh, good.
What was your highlight?
My highlight? Well, we had International Women's Day this week. So that was just special, just wishing, the women in my life happy Women's Day. That was just nice. And then I went and bought myself a little bracelet that day because I was just self-love vibes,
That's cute.
Yeah. And then yesterday I took myself out on a little solo concert date. Again, free ticket. love a free event. But it was so fun. I went and watched an artist, S.A.V.E.R.S, which is a Pakistani Grammy-winning artist.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I bought myself a little drink, and it was a music festival. So after that one set, I went to another performance, and I was just dancing on my own, and everybody was dancing. It was very hippie vibes.
Love a hippie vibe, huh?
Yeah. But had a great week, actually. It was very fun and very self-lovey.
Love that. So we both had self-love dates this week.
Yeah.
Love that. So what are we talking about?
Today we're talking about the importance of habits in achieving your goals.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to start, Diva? I'm thinking starting with like a word of the year. What do you think was the word of your year, like for the year of 2024? Have you decided
so far?
Yeah.
My word was discipline, and that was just the goal that I've been trying to achieve so far as well.
Yeah. So wait, so this is the word of the whole year, right? So which it's in the process of you of this word.
I guess so. Like you would know, but also I can tell the audience that so far this year was a very transitionary period in my life. I didn't know where I was going to be physically.
That's true.
Because my visa was ending and I was just navigating a lot of changes. But it's all sorted now. I think I'm going to be in this one place for the rest of the year, hopefully, I think. And so the only thing I could focus on and the only goal that I had in my mind was just being disciplined and being consistent in everything that I do. And yeah, my intention is to carry through on this goal for the rest of the year. Maybe have a few other goals now because I can actually make goals because
you know what's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen. My life is not gonna end tomorrow. But
and by that she means like she doesn't have to leave the country.
Yeah, sure. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to be in Adelaide, Australia for a little while, I think. Yeah, so discipline was definitely the goal that I've been chasing so far and will continue to chase.
Okay, and so do you have like a reason to why you chose this word as like a theme of the year?
I think one, because obviously I literally could not set any other goal and I just needed something to focus on as
Yeah.
a person.
Yeah.
So building these healthy habits in life just let me just focus in on that instead of worry about the bigger things that were happening in my life. And it felt like it was I could control it. I could control, waking up in the morning at a certain time, and I could control going to the gym. And I knew this is gonna help me no matter where I'm in life.
Yeah.
Having these healthy habits will always help me and will always add to my life than take away from it.
That's true. That's really cool. Okay, so how exactly are you like following through with this theme as of now, which is March 10th today? March
Is
10th?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is March 10th.
Yeah. So it's been almost two months in 2024. So how are you following through discipline? And then do you have like an action plan for the rest of the year?
I mean, I can talk about what I've been doing so far, and I intend on staying consistent with this for the rest of the year, inshallah. I have been waking up consistently really early in the morning, except for days where I think I deserve a little bit of a sleep in. I wake up every morning around 5:45 a.m. My alarm goes off at 5:30 a.m. So then I need the 15 minutes to actually get out of bed and wake up. So 5:45 it is. And then I try and hit the gym or go for a little run or at least a walk or get some sort of movement in. I try and get it in the mornings, but if I don't get it in the mornings, I'll try and squeeze it in the evenings. But that's one of the things which has been a bit of a non-negotiable for me.
Yeah.
I'm easy on myself, maybe 1 to 2 days a week. So that's a big one. And
so, quick question: how many days exactly do you do this gym or any movement in a week?
So
what's the aim?
The way I've structured it in my head is I want to do at least 3 days or 4 days in the gym, but a minimum of 3 days in the gym because I want to target different parts of my body in strength training.
Yeah.
I try and there's an app called Qantas Wellbeing app. So you get Qantas frequent flyer points for the steps you do in a day. So I've got an 8,000 steps per day goal. And I've been hitting that consistently for the most part.
Yeah.
If it's like today, like it's fucking, I shouldn't swear. It's really hot. So can we swear on this podcast?
I think it's fine. It's natural.
Yeah. But so I try and get my 8,000 steps a day, and on days where I don't want to burn myself to death, I don't go out, and that's okay. Yeah, so 3 to 4 days of the gym, walks every day, and then maybe a run to 2 a week, and yoga 1 to 2 days a week. But I'm flexible on that. I don't hold myself to a strict account, but I genuinely love doing yoga, so to me it feels like a treat.
Oh, that's interesting. So I would say you're saying that at least 3 to 4 days of gym and then rest is your choice if you want to just do it like a run or like a walk or like yoga or something.
Yeah.
Cool. But it's not anything strict with that.
It's not a condition I've set on myself, but I think my brain still makes me do it. And it's mostly because I enjoy it. I don't like running, so that's the one thing I have to really push myself to do.
Yeah.
Maybe I should fit it into my weekly goals, but so far I'm not strict on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a couple other things that I've been doing is just meal prepping on Saturday, over the weekend. We both do that actually.
Yeah.
Just so we're set for the week, so we don't spend time actually cooking during the week. And then I've been setting out days, like I'll cook Sunday, and then maybe I'll cook Wednesday for the remaining week.
Yeah.
And that's been really helping, just sectioning my times off and sectioning my days off depending on when I'm working from home, when I'm going to the office. But all in all, just working out the calendar for the week ahead in my mind and knowing everything that I want to achieve in that calendar has been really helpful.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any other points?
To that effect, like even if it's, I want to put in me time,
Yeah.
I've been trying to schedule that in, like a weekend me time, because I love my Saturday mornings, just waking up, making myself my little almond milk coffee. I genuinely love it. And then just reading or just chilling on the couch with no agenda. So just thinking of that time ahead helps me actually, enjoy it and know that, oh, I'm going to try and not put anything else in that time.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure, for sure. But I'm sure that like creating a discipline in your life and following through that, it's literally one of the hardest things you can do, for sure. And it's more than building habit of discipline. It's like mental strength as well. So are there any major struggles that you're going through? Like is it what is the most challenging thing for you to follow through?
I really struggle with my work not taking over other areas of my life.
Yeah.
So, for example, so the main challenge is really procrastination. If I don't finish my work in the time that I'm supposed to finish my work, so then that'll eat up into time that I've put in for other areas of my life.
Yeah.
Which is the one thing which has been a struggle, and it's been the theme of the year so far.
I can attest to that. I can attest to that. Oh my god, I've never seen someone as lazy as Diva.
What do you mean? We're talking about me being so disciplined. Sanchi.
It's so funny. Okay, so you know what? Australia is really weird. It can like rain anytime and all that stuff. So a lot of times Diva will wash her clothes and put it out, and then it will rain and they'll get wet and they'll just be outside for days.
It doesn't happen anymore. Listen, okay, there's certain aspects in life that I struggle with, and I will be the first to admit.
Oh, so funny.
Anyway, enough about me, I think. Why don't you tell us about your goals, Sanchi?
Well, my theme of the year is self-love. I love self-love, and I just want to double down on that this year. So I've decided on making myself a priority.
Love that.
Yeah.
What has inspired you to focus in on this year?
One big thing is that I want to really build trust in myself. It's not really been an issue for me. I've always trusted myself that I can achieve whatever I put my mind to. But last year, I've had a quite hard year, and there were a lot of things that I had been through. At the end of the year, I was like, maybe I've just lost touch with me. I've lost my burning desire to do things. And if there's no burning desire to do something, I wasn't able to take any steps to achieve that.
What's your motivation then?
There was no internal motivation only to do anything. So yeah, I was like, this year I'm gonna focus on myself. I'm gonna prioritize myself and build that trust in me. And then my burning desire was back as well. So I was like, this year is all about me. No one else will have any space in terms of like, I'm not gonna let anyone else influence my life. I'm gonna prioritize it.
Yeah.
First was that. And second, I was scrolling Instagram and I came through this really cool graph that showed how much time you spend with yourself in your lifetime, and the highest amount of time you spend is with yourself. And it's true if you think about it. From the day you are born until the day you die, it's you who's there with yourself all the time. There's no one who's gonna be there with you all the time. Not your parents, not your sibling, not your friends, not your partner, no one. It's you who's there with you. So it's really important to have a very healthy, positive, deep relationship with yourself, that you enjoy your own company. So
Yeah, Sachi does enjoy her own company.
oh man,
You can find Sachi just sitting with literally no phone, nothing. Okay, it's just Sachi and herself, and she's smiling like she's gleaming with joy, and just like, oh, I'm just having a great time.
that's
But
true.
that's so cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. And what are some things that you do to take actions towards this goal?
Yeah. Well, I have two big things. One, which is very new that I've started this year, it's like scheduling solo dates in my calendar. Every weekend, I try to do something or the other for myself. It doesn't have to be going out, it can be staying in solo dates, because a lot of times my weeks are really hectic that I don't feel like leaving home on the weekends. So I like this weekend, I did a bath and I really romanticized the hell out of it, right? And sometimes it can be literally just wearing your favorite PJs and making yourself your favorite meal. Like mine is Maggie, and me, so I make myself a Maggie, and then I sit and watch like a show or something, and then clean my room, and like I'm sitting in the clean room. It's really a good feeling.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's very fancy, like taking myself to the beach.
Do you pre-plan these dates, or do you just you like I'll see what I'm feeling on the day?
It's mostly depending on how my week has been. If I've had a very chill week where I'm mostly working from home, I'll try and do something where I'm going out during the weekend. So, like going to the beach or going to a restaurant and having something by myself, like going for a brunch date or something like that. If I've had a big week where I'm mostly out most of the week, then I'll try and have a inside date, stay at home date. So yeah, that's one of the biggest thing that I've been doing. And I actually put it on my Instagram so that I'm accountable to like people. So it makes me like, oh, I have to like, because I've said that I'm gonna do once a week date. Then I put it out and it makes me feel like, yeah, I've achieved what I set my mind to.
So having that sense of accountability helps.
Yeah, for sure helps.
Yeah.
And then second thing, now this is a huge one, so be ready for it.
Okay. Hold on. Do you need a drum roll?
Drum roll. It's my morning routine, guys. It's my morning routine.
Oh yeah.
It's a big one. This is an inspiration from the book Miracle Morning.
Okay.
By Alrod, something like that. I shouldn't say the wrong name.
I hope Alrod is not listening right now.
It's Miracle Morning.
Okay.
And it talks about a concept of S.A.V.E.R.S, which is S-A-V-E.R.S.
Yep.
And that stands for silence, affirmations, visualizations, exercise, reading, and scribbling, which is also journaling. So it talks about doing each exercise, these 6 exercises for 10 minutes in the morning. So keep an hour to yourself to do these 6 things in the morning, first thing, because it really helps with starting the day on a positive note, plus starting the day where you are keeping yourself a priority. Because you're not like, or if your work starts at 9, you're not waking up at 8:30 and be like, oh, now I don't have enough time to do everything. Or now you're just like, oh shit, I just have half an hour, and you have to like brush your teeth, make yourself a coffee, and then just quickly sit for work.
But how do you manage to do all 6? That's 6 things, right?
Yeah.
In an hour. And are you able to actually, like, do you just get derailed while you're scribbling in your journal and you're like, oh, now I have like 5 minutes less to do this other thing?
Oh no, it's I don't make it that strict for myself. So this is just like a
The template?
Yeah, like a template that I've built my morning routine on, but I've not kept myself very strict to it. So how I do it is that I wake up at 5:30 a.m. every morning. You know how Diva said that she wakes up at 5:45, so her alarm goes off at 5:30, and then I can hear that alarm, and then I wake up at the time. But also my body is very used to it waking up at 5:30.
The walls of a house are very thin, to be honest.
That's true. So I wake up at 5:30 almost every day. It's not late, not after 5:30. So wake up at 5:30 till 6 o'clock. I make my chai, I brush my teeth and everything, and then I sit. Now, very important point in this, that I keep my phone outside of my room, because otherwise I'm just very tempted to scroll on Instagram. But if I just keep it outside of my room, then I don't have anything to distract me. So I just sit with my chai in my hand and I'll just think about life. Okay, that's silence. But that sometimes goes on for 45 minutes. And I don't realize I'm just so lost in my
I
own
don't know how
thoughts.
you do it, because I think if that was me, I would just fall right back into bed. Like,
Yeah,
I have to get out. But maybe because you're having chai and like you have that
Yeah.
caffeine going in,
Yeah.
it helps you. Yeah,
Plus, also, I wash my face in the morning with cold water.
fair enough. Yeah.
So, like, I can't go back to sleep unless I'm running on low sleep.
Yeah.
I usually sleep for 8 hours, guys. So, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, so I sit with my chai. Imagine 6 a.m. So I'm sitting with my chai in my hand and I'm just thinking about life and drinking chai for at least 45 minutes. And then randomly after a while, I'll be like, hey, Alexa, what's the time? And it'll be like, it's 6:42 a.m. And I'll be like, oh shit, now I have 15 minutes left, because I usually leave my home at 7 a.m. for my morning walks.
Yeah.
So in those 15 minutes, I will write my gratitude and I'll write my affirmations. So I have this journal where I write 3 things I'm grateful for every morning. It can be anything from, I'm grateful for my plants in my room, they make me so happy. Or I'm grateful for Diva, she's an amazing housemate.
I think I probably feature on your journal.
You are.
Yes.
But not always. But okay, I'll give you some. And then there's a section where I write my affirmations, which then I think about what I'm trying to achieve at that point, and then I'll write that in present tense in a way that I'm so happy and grateful to have dash. Whatever I'm trying to achieve, I'll write that in present tense so that my brain is wired in a way that you already have it. And then there's a section for happy moments, which I can't write in the morning, so I write it next morning. So I have to write a happy moment from a previous day that happened.
Oh, cool.
So that's very helpful, because sometimes I'm like, I'm having a very bad day, but I'll still have to write about a happy moment and think about a good thing in my life. And that wires my brain into looking for good, even if bad things are happening, which is cool, I feel. Yeah. So that is gratitude affirmation. And then I am currently reading a really, really cool book called The Pivoteer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That book is really cool because it has 365 daily meditations. Every page is meant to be read every day. So it's marked with day 1, day 2, day 3. And you read that one page that day. And it basically evokes the feeling of basically trusting yourself and taking action to achieve your goals, or even things like that it's okay to feel sad sometimes kind of messages.
Yeah.
So it's a very comforting book to read.
If you guys want a few meditations, you must go to Sanchi's Instagram. She puts them out here and there, and they're actually really good reminders. Just, you'll be scrolling during your day and you'll see one come up and you'll be like, oh shit, that's deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on. So you read the Pivoteer.
The Pivoteer. Yeah. So that's my reading part. So we have covered silence, scribbling, that's journaling, and then reading. Now 7 a.m. is my exercise or walk time, whatever. So I leave my home at 7 a.m. I'll go for a walk for at least half an hour, where I'll do at least 4,000 steps in the morning, depending on the weather as well. And yeah, that's my favorite time, because it's like I see the sunrise.
Yeah.
And I'll, depending on the mood, I'll sometimes be listening to music or sometimes be listening to a podcast. And sometimes I record a TikTok in the morning as well, just to, document my journey. So this is my routine. And then I come back, and at 8 a.m., I'll sit and start working on my goals, as in something that I'm trying to build on the side. I'll start working on that. So 8 to 9 is the time where I work on my goals, and then 9 a.m. I start my job, and then 9 to 5 I'll work on my job. Sometimes it goes on further, but that's how I structure my day. So this is really important for my self love, because the morning time where I'm just thinking about my life and having my chai, and then this walk, like these two things are just so like important for me in a way that I love them. So I look forward to them. So and if I'm not doing that in the morning, it ruins my day. Like I'm not able to focus on my work, and I'm not able to like be productive throughout the day as well. It makes me feel like shit. So no matter what, I will wake up early.
Yeah.
But then I also sleep early. I sleep at 9:30.
Yeah.
But this is like my weekdays routine. So weekends I sleep late and I wake up late, but because I have the whole day to myself, so I can do my routine like slowly and slowly.
So what I'm hearing from this is two things. One is take yourself out on dates, treat yourself, and two is try and win the morning.
Yeah.
And do win the morning in the way you want to win the morning. So if that means 45 minutes of, daydreaming, or in this case, morning dreaming, then so be it, right? That's your silence time and you love it. Yeah. And do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
But also taking that time out for yourself.
Yeah.
And putting that away is important for you.
Yeah, for sure. Very important.
Yeah. That's so cool. Thanks for sharing, Sanchi. I'm sure that was really, I guess, inspiring for our listeners.
Yeah.
Now, before we end this podcast, I know that you actually used a strategy and you did an exercise to actually set the goals for the year, as compared to myself, which was very like mood based. Like I was like, oh, this is what I need in my life. This is what I want to do. But you actually did like a 6 to 10 step process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took like 4-5 steps.
And then
at the start of the year, it took me like at least 2 weeks to do my goal setting of what I want to achieve in this year, and then come up with a full-blown strategy of how I'm going to achieve it.
So I think what would be really cool is take our listeners through this, I guess, exercise.
Yeah.
In our next episode. Yeah. And maybe you guys can set your goals with us. It's still early in the year. It's still only March.
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully this episode goes out in March. Yeah. But it's still early in the year. We still have, 9 months left to win this year in 2020, make 2024 our year.
Yeah. So our pivot year.
A pivot year. So tune in and we can set goals together.
Yeah. Love that. Cool. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.